Okay, guys, I just got to hook up my other phone and we'll be ready to go.
Hi, James. It's Margaret.
Margaret,
How are you?
good. How are you, Margaret?
Good. I'm not. I'm gonna mute quickly because I've got a dog next to me chewing a bone. So you'll hear the dog chewing his bone.
Oh, we appreciate that.
Okay. I'm still working on those horses.
Come on. What do you got? I give you a couple days now.
Oh, I'll need more than that. I went at 22, 26.
Oh, I tell you, they did take. It was a tough one, but I think it's well worth it. It's a good one to keep going on.
Yeah.
Really. So,
Yeah.
look, I look a little hazy. Look like I got a soft focus on here. I got a. Oh, see. Oh, look at that.
Okay.
Crystal clear.
So do you forgive me?
Yes, I forgive you.
Well, I don't know what the rules are for the bold brush.
Oh, no worries about that. That's no big deal. I don't, that's a once a month thing, and it's not a big deal.
Well, you won 2 awards.
Well, no, it's just getting in. It's just 15%. It's not like it's not too fancy.
I know. But anyway.
Yeah.
It was like you won 3 because I won.
You won 2?
Yeah, I won. Yeah, I got 15. I got the top 15 with your water dog, with the blue one.
Oh, nice.
It was
Congrats.
like you winning 3. See?
Oh, I didn't know that. I'm sorry. Congrats.
That's why I asked for forgiveness.
No forgiveness needed on that. Congrats. I love it. Good. There you go. You're branching out there, Lynette. You're going from the art leagues to the nationals level, just like that. Congrats. That's what you want to do.
Well, with a little help from my friend.
Hey, I'll give that. No worries. That's what I'm here for.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, congrats to you.
Well, congrats back. Okay. Well, last week we had a fun one. I don't know if I have it right here. It was the big pig. Everybody remembers the big pig. We had fun with that. I think he turned out pretty well for most of you guys. You guys did really, really well. Some of you guys didn't show. Lynette.
I know.
She wins big award winner, but now she won't show.
Yeah. I can't.
It's too big to show with us.
I can't keep up.
I understand. But that was last week. I know you guys did do some nice ones. We've had some good paintings so far this session, some really good ones and some tough ones. I've been, getting a little tougher and tougher on you guys. And probably this week's probably not going to be too much different, except for I'll show you how to paint it and how to get around a lot of things pretty quickly. And yeah, well, it will be really hard. Let's just cross fingers. I'll say it's really going to be really hard, and that way maybe it'll be an easier one. Okay, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe we'll get lucky. But this one is a really nice one. I love this. I cropped it in. We were going to be painting like a long, skinny one today. That's what I was asked you guys to get a long, cut down one if you could. If not, go out and get one. Yeah, it's just like mine's a 12 by 24, 10 by 20s work.
Yeah,
8 by 16s. If you have an 8 by 16, one of these guys, just
I got one.
tape it off. All you got to do is tape it off. Run a piece of tape halfway across it, and then if you do like it, or just make a mark. Just make a mark, and then if you go past it, you always have room to play. So always have some things. And then you just take a mat knife and have it trimmed when you're done. That's all you have to do. But here we go. Some fish, a little aquarium action. Yeah, this is where it came from. It was an aquarium. I think it was Toronto. Yes. The family and I, we went on a little vacation in Toronto a couple years ago before the pandemic. And they have a really nice aquarium there. And that was one of the things down by the lake there we went to the aquarium, and it was really nice, beautiful, all pretty much a tunnel. We walked through a glass tunnel of an aquarium basically, and fish on each side and sharks coming right at you.
wow.
Yeah, but it was very clear. And yeah, I remember this. So I'm not sure what kind of fish they are though. I don't remember what kind of fish they were, but we were able to get some pretty decent shots. That's what I remember. So let me pull it up and let's see if I did. I don't know if it's going to show up here. Let's see. Whoops. I might not have pulled it over yet. I was running behind again, looking for things, and I don't see it here. No, 1 second. One second, gotta go back out and grab it. I sent it to somebody today, so I know I have it. Here we come. So. Coming back around, we got it. Coming back to our big fish. Okay, here we go. It's a really nice one. Nice photo. Sorry it took so long there. It's a really good photo. I think, we got our main fish right there. You don't have too many worries about that. He's going to be our big, strong fish. Then you got these two guys down in here. And then this guy, kind of like as your third one, last guy coming in from the coming in. We've got a few other ones back there, but those are our three main culprits for this painting. we'll be working on. The toughest thing on this is probably, after you get to drawing the shapes and getting all the fins in, is getting this light coming down through the aquarium. It's an aquarium, but the thing is, it's hidden so well that you can't tell it's an aquarium, right? You can't really tell too much back there. But you got this light coming down here, these shafts of light dribbling through here from a light to dark. Very interesting. Very, you got some nice soft edges in there, so we have to figure out a way that we can paint this ahead of time. And that's what we're going to do first. Or not after we mix colors, of course. We'll be painting the background first. Then we'll be going back in and with the paint eraser, cutting these guys out in pretty close shapes. They are pretty simple. You got a tail, you got a head, and some fins. You don't even have to worry too much about the fins because the fins are mostly dark on some of these guys. So they're pretty simple little strokes, nothing too big. So, that's the big thing. As long as we can get that background in as clean and smooth as possible, everything else should go pretty good. Let's see, blow this up a little bit. And look at the little stuff in the water. I always look for dots, little dots, floating stuff. That's the stuff that helps really create realism. When you have something floating that has, in front of the fish like that, a little dot like that, for me, those are the things that kind of just give you so much depth when you can put those guys in. And of course, we all know how easy it is to put those little those dots in there. I always call it like adding air to the painting, but that's what's it's gonna be. It's gonna add those little teeny things. Not too many, but just the right amount. Right? Not too many, right there. That's a good recipe we'll be working for. Hard things to draw. I mean, yeah, you got a few little things up here, light shadows going through here on the top of the fish. This kind of stuff, if you can see that, you're looking way too close. Okay, you're passing up the color. You shouldn't have to do that much of that on any of them. I wouldn't, you just squint your eyes. That's how you're supposed to look at this. You just squint your eyes just a little bit. And if that texture just doesn't jump out at you as being a main texture, you don't have to put it in. It's there. And if we can do it with a couple of cross hatchings of a bristle brush or something like that, where we don't have to work too hard, because to put in a lot of scales and stuff like this, that's a lot of work, but somebody has to do it, right? Maybe we only have to do a little piece of it. If it comes down to it and just gorgeous, but it's missing something. Look at this, look at that blue. It's really a blue line and then it has like a red, brown, goldish scale drawing to it. And if we just kind of, follow the line and just do a few crosses, you should be all right. Yeah, these guys have a little bit of an arc to them. That's a lot of work. We'll leave that for Lori to do when she does it. She can put those in. She might do that for us. But I just a lot of work. I think I can get most of this kind of tone down in here just with a bristle brush, pulling it back softly and letting it flick open. And the same here. We don't really need that much of that stuff to show through. We'll try to get by without doing any of it. Oh, gotta get rid of that. Okay. Excuse me.
Bless you. Jim, can
Thank
I ask
you.
a question?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I heard yesterday for the first time of something called cold wax, and somebody showed me how they used it. And I'm looking
Oh.
at that background. I don't have cold wax, but it looks to me like that background could be achieved with cold wax. Am I dreaming or am I misunderstanding it?
No, you probably aren't. I don't use cold wax myself, so I don't play with it. I just kind of I go a la prima natural, all natural myself. I don't have to add stuff, but I've seen some really cool effects with that cold
Okay.
wax. But I don't think you need it here. Basically,
Obviously,
we're gonna be working with like transparencies here, where this side we're gonna be really darks with hardly any white, and then just bring in the white on this side, and then just blend it out right there, and then all this stuff should just follow suit. It's pretty simple. But if you have cold wax, try it. Go ahead,
no,
try
I
it.
don't have, I'm going to try.
No, go ahead. I've seen your paintings lately. You deserve a shot at trying something new.
I don't have it, so we're safe tonight.
But I have a question about cold wax. This is Anne Marie.
Yeah.
What is the effect? I mean, what does it do as a material?
You're talking to the wrong person here. I do not use it. I have not used it.
Things look a bit diffuse. I think that's the way I describe it.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Yeah. See, I have no idea. I just do it with the brush. I flick my brush. That's all I do. I just flick it. That's all I can do. All right. Color wise, really nice blues in here. That if we can, keep this blue back in here calm enough, we should have no problems. Even if we go a little bit richer, it's fine. It's not going to, it's just a kind of a grayed out blue. It's not like straight out of the tube, at least. Not like how we do our skies, but it'll work out. That blue's going to go into a lot of things, though. You're going to find it going into a lot of their darks. You're going to get a lot of red, purple blues in here. Definitely in this guy here, you got some really kind of almost brownish ones. Definitely some warm reds going into that purple, that blue to make these colors. There are some greens. I can feel some beautiful greens warming up this area too. That'll be nice. And then we got the oranges. It's just as our little effect that just gonna, just add so much to it. Just those little areas, just those little touches of warmth. Yeah, that's just so cool looking. I like it. We'll see if you guys will like it. Any questions? Any more questions?
Where are the horses?
Right back in here, right here.
They're out in my barn.
Oh, that's a dog. Sorry. You got a barn with the horses.
I do.
Hey.
Do you really?
I
How
do.
many? How
Yeah.
many?
You could put a
I-
seahorse in.
Yeah, I had 5 at one point, but I'm down to 3 now.
Ooh.
Well, we were 2 in the field and we're down to 1 now today.
What happened? Who died?
Remember I told you my horse was in love with this tripod of a horse, the older mare. It's kind of crippled.
Yeah.
Yeah, he just couldn't do it anymore. So now he's
She
out.
went-
Now he's out in a 15-acre field by himself tonight. He's not happy.
Oh. Okay. Poor boy. All right.
Got mixing.
There we go. We're going over to mixing. Yes, thank you. Okay. One thing I want to let you guys know too is I forgot to charge my iPad, and so it's running on a low thing, but it's plugged in. Oh, it's up to 39. No, it's up to 3%.
Oh, jeez.
So hey, if we go off the air, you guys, I'll give me a. We might have to all rejoin, and I'll just grab another my wife's iPad and reset it up. Just a heads up, just in case. But that probably won't. I'll shut up now. Colors. Let's get going. I guess I better shut up. Let's get going on this one. Colors are regular ones, pretty much. Titanium whites, cad yellow light, cad red light, cad orange. If you have, some yellow ochre, be great. Oxide red light or Venetian, or even I have Terra Rosa out. Alizarin crimson or rose madder deep if you're Rembrandt. Cobalt blue hue by Utrecht. Phthalo green, blue green, green blue. And I do have some transparent oxide red out.
Okay, hang on.
She doesn't have any transparent oxide red. You're going to use burnt sienna.
Is
Well, I
that,
have-
is color all the way at the top?
Yeah, that's the top one. That's
Okay.
this one up all the way up here.
All
I
right,
have
good.
transparent oxide red lake.
There you go. You can have that.
Are you gonna use burnt umber?
You can use burnt umber for in place of the transparent oxide red, if you want. I'm not using burnt umber.
Okay.
Don't don't you start getting testy on me now that you're a big award winner.
Oh, yeah, right.
Okay, bristles and some synthetics, and definitely some synthetics for the in a big brush, because this is going to do the damage tonight. This is going to do probably a 3/4 to maybe finish it. Maybe I'll see if I can do it with one brush and really show you guys how to do it right. Clean one brush instead of two. All right. Looking at this guy, this is a pretty good print, I think. Let me see. I got to pull it up over here on this guy. It's a little rich, but not bad. I wouldn't mind. I don't mind it going rich. This going for that final as the final color. That's not too bad. Okay, that is a blue, definitely, right? It has blue. It has a little green in it. Probably a little alizarin in it.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, no, come on. I can hear everything.
All right, I'm turning you off. Turn me off.
I'm gonna mute you. Okay. Blue, and I'm gonna put a little phthalo green in it. One's definitely on the blue side, one's on the little phthalo green side. This is pretty much the color for the whole painting right here, for the whole background. Pretty simple. Try to keep it simple. So this one I want to keep on the little bit on the green side. This is on the blue side. I'm also on this blue side one. I'm going to put just a little bit of alizarin in it. So it has just a little bit of green, a little bit of alizarin. So when I bring it down, maybe that one. That one's closer, isn't it?
Wait, which was
Yep.
that one that you put the alizarin in? The greener one or the redder one, or both?
I'm putting them in both now.
Okay.
Putting it in a little bit of both. This greener one, yeah, see, you can just
Okay.
see the darkness. This has more green in it. Let's even cheat it a little bit more with some more green. That's
Lost-
good. Hey, watch that language, young girl.
I lost you. What are the first two?
First two are blue and cat phthalo green.
Okay.
And I just also put in just a little bit of alizarin.
And let me ask one more question. Since this is 3 times the size of what I normally paint in, am I making more paint, or are we gonna oil this and spread it?
We're gonna oil it and spread it.
Okay, I won't make that much paint then.
No, make that much paint. Nothing wrong with it. We got to take this paint too. It has to go into make the lighter colors too. So we'll be splitting these piles for sure. Coming over here and stuff, I think I can get a lot of these colors from these two.
Jim,
But
I'm
I'm gonna
sorry to
do-
interrupt. I'm sorry to interrupt. After you put the alizarin in both, I think you added something else to the green one, right?
I just added more green to it.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Just a little more green to it to make sure that these two are separate a little bit. These next ones, I'm gonna put out. Yeah, no, it's just gonna be blue. Gonna be blue and just alizarin. Even though I put with no green. Hedging my bet here that when we get down to here, there won't be quite as much phthalo green showing. So that's just blue and a little bit of alizarin, maybe a little bit more on this one. If nothing else, it was going to go into a fish. I can go into the fish tails and stuff like that. Yeah, it'll be really good for the dark areas of the fish. So that's why I'm putting those out.
And what's this? Sorry, number 4.
These two are alizarin and blue. These are just alizarin. This has more blue in it. This has a little more alizarin in it.
Okay,
So
thank
when they
you.
come down, it's just a cool purple, and this is more of a cool blue purple. Okay. Now only thing we need. I'm on pretty much the water's done. I'm going into the fish. These guys colors can go into the fish too, but what I'm going to look at now, few colors in the fish, because we got to get the silver feel to these fish. So we're going to go with a little bit warmth. We're going to start bringing in some, if you have Venetian or Terra Rosa or Oxide Red Light with blue. And you're going to go with make 2 versions again, one on the red side like this and one on the blue side.
Oh,
There we go. Maybe just a little bit. There you go. Just can see just a little bit of red on that one, but that one has a lot of red in it. That will come in handy around in these midsections and back in here on this fish here and some areas here, especially when we add just a little bit of white to this and does go to purple. Then all the colors of this fish will be right there. So all we got to do now is a couple greens, really nice. Basically, I'll do the same 2 colors, do the same colors with just green because I keep going. I don't need alizarin and phthalo green, but every time I do that, it ends up being like a key color, especially when you're thinking about some of these kind of cool blue grays in them. They can easily end up being
You're putting alizarin in with the
phthalo green.
with phthalo green. Okay.
Yeah. And then I'm going to do the same other thing here. I'm going to put Oxide Red for Terra Rosa in with green too. This color should do a nice number on my grays. These guys down here, when we get pulled down, that'll be great. The only thing we'll have to really do at the end is fix out these oranges in the tail fins and stuff. But I think everything here, if we split these piles, pretty good. You can split them pretty good. I don't need that much dark. I say that, but I always, hey. And then value-wise, finding that blue tinge right here. As you can tell, it's very dark. 8s probably. would be a good one to go to. We'll still use these guys here to do the initial coloring and put in these transparent things starting in this in here. But I think just a touch of white is really where the color is going to come out. So just a touch of white into these guys. Let's see what happens. This is on the blue side, phthalo blue and alizarin. I was thinking about it right here in this edge of the painting, and then working it to a lighter version, and that's where I'm hoping this one comes into. This has a little more phthalo green in it than that one does. Let's see how that works. Not enough blue. Just misses that tinge of blue. Just a little bit more blue to it. This is the color to get. If you get this color here, you get the painting. You know, the painting will just set itself up. So it's just adding enough blue to this color here to cross that limit. I think that was it. Just enough blue right there. I think that got it. Yeah. I don't know what you guys are going to do the rest of the night. I'm down. All right. Next one is just alizarin and blue. And I had way too much white. So you can see what happens here when you add too much white. But as you can tell, it can be on some fish. But I'm going to go back and add just a little bit more color to this because of I didn't want to be here to do that soon. So I'm going to bring my blues and my alizarins back in to get these purples. Should have been an 8, and I went to like probably a 5 at the most, maybe 4. So a little bit less paint and white. I got a little crazy after getting that one. Getting that color, I feel like, oh, I got it. And then just added too much. So these two are getting really close together. Making sure this one has a little bit more blue in it. I can use any of these colors in here. See, this color here can be like a fish back in here or anything like that. Just that difference between a warm and a cool, you know, that's all you want for suggestions of things back in there. Instead of doing full-blown color arrangement, you don't have to. In fact, this probably works better. It works better and it's more effective. Okay, so this is just oxide red, light and blue, or Terra Rosa blue, or Venetian and blue. This is just a warm red mixed in with that blue to make kind of a purple, warm purple. Because it's definitely not a cool one. These are cools. This is definitely warm. And that's what's going to be all over in this fish. Actually, the next color. The next color is probably, this one should hit it. That might even be light. But this is on the blue side of that, and you'll see this all over that. That's this smoky purple. You should see this color all over this guy. It's going to be like your magic wand color. You'll be able to use this pretty much anywhere. When it goes lighter too. Yeah? Okay. Next color. These are the green versions of those things. Just the warm temperature change, you know, from the light coming down or underneath reflective light. That's where these guys will come in really handy. You know, just, you know, phthalo green underneath. Look at that. That's definitely phthalo green underneath his belly. And these are oxide red and blue. I should clean my knife a little bit better, but now it's really warm, cooled off. Probably can't. Yeah, it's in there. Now I'm going to wipe my knife. Now I'm wiping it off. Here we go. Start to see how that affects it. You can tell that color there lightened up to the right to this value, which is a probably 3 or 4. It's going to work out great. So all the colors, we'd lighten them up just a hair more, we should be set. And then all we're going to do is mix up our oranges and some yellowish colors. They shouldn't be hard. So let's take these guys down one more time. Let's take at least these blues, all these cool blues here. We don't need quite this much here up here. Going to save some of it because we're going to add a lot of white to it. And these purples here. Because sometimes this is kind of a nice big flat area. But we don't want it to be totally flat. We want some undulation of color in there. And that will help with movement. So let's take these blues and let's see how it happens here. Blues and purples. As you can see, too dark. I need to get that perfect for that fish though. Yeah, that's down to 3, so I need a lot more white in these colors. And these guys are probably gonna be a little dark yet. Wow. It's gonna see how much white it's just made a huge pile. Didn't need that much. That color. Maybe I'll see if I can save some of this. I don't have to do quite that big a pile. This one. I already have that one. But I see I can interchange some of these colors in with this this other blue, and it's just going to, just really add to it. Let's see if this works. This is the phthalo green side. Has just a little bit of alizarin in it, but not much. Okay, pretty damn close. That should be enough paint. Let's see what the blue side does, because it's always good to, have everything to look at. This is on the bluer side. Doesn't look like it's doing too much more gray than anything else. Okay, it will help if we put it at the bottom of the stroke and come back with that. Yeah, you can see a little grayed out. Not too bad though. Okay, so there's your water. There's your things. Let's do the fish. Let's keep these colors over here. Do the same thing. Take these to about the same value, because if you do that, you're going to get pretty much all your fish colors, and all we'll have to do is do the oranges, and it'll be able to go to bed early tonight. What do you think? There we go. Keep Margaret up just a little late. Well, that's what we're going to do. She's out there 2 hours ahead of us.
One.
No, she's way out there.
Where is she?
She's a Newfoundland or something like that.
Oh, she sure is.
He's out there.
It's Dark 100.
An hour and a half, yep. Newfoundland is just a half time zone.
Oh, is it?
It's only half.
Yeah, only a half time. It'd be 1.5, I think, but it's only a half from the Maritimes time zone.
From Central
Oh.
or Eastern?
No, from Maritimes, I think. So, because I remember on CBC, they'd always say 10 o'clock Eastern, 10:30 in Newfoundland.
Okay, cool.
Oh.
Yeah.
So she's been cheating on us, telling me 2 hours. So you get these blue purples and stuff, and now we'll get these really beautiful warm grays. And some green in them. Oops, I should have wiped my knife. Because you can just, even at this level, but that's okay, I'll live with it. As long as I get my green I want. And that should come out of here. If it doesn't, I'm gonna have to make it. Don't want to have to make it. A lot of white. Okay, there you go. Don't need that much white of it.
What is that last, what are the main colors in that last one, please, that you're doing?
Right here, those are phthalo green and oxide red, or Terra Rosa, or oxide red light, Terra Rosa, or Venetian. Mixed in right up here comes that warm red
With what?
with phthalo green
Oh,
and
green.
white. And white.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. So we got the tail colors definitely in here. No problem for the darks. Pretty much. We got pretty much a lot of the dark sides of the fish in here. Now we got the cool side. Still going, oh, I wish this was a little warmer and richer, but we'll see. We'll see. I haven't brought out any yellow. And that's where we're getting right now. If you have oxide red light, transparent oxide red light, that'd be a good one to have in some cad yellow. Or burnt sienna would work too. Burnt sienna works great here too. Just one on the oxide red side for that burnt orange and yellow. I mean, we can make this a few different ways too. I mean, this is a nice one right here because it's kind of like a burnt sienna kind of thing. And yeah, it hits the nose right. That hits it just a little whiter. Or if you used one of the Terra Rosa or Venetian in red too, you'll get about the same. It's going to be a little not quite as rich as that feeling. Basically because you're using two opaque colors. So you got two opaque colors and they just kind of die a little compared to these guys. These guys, since the oxide red is transparent, oxide red is a transparent color, just a little richer. But just in case, you can go with that too. Or burnt sienna. Burnt sienna will work too. Good. Fabulous, fabulous colors. I might take those guys down to these colors, down with white to probably this area here, just for highlights, just to have a nice warm when I get there. So take a piece of these guys, take them down. You never know. I took it easy on you color-wise. Very simple colors, right? The nice thing is that when we put this in here, everything should just jump. I mean, that's the thing. When you hit these yellows, And you put them in there, this painting should just sing off the walls. And if it doesn't, you fail. Not my fault. It's not my fault. It's your fault. Okay. So I'm just adding just enough white on these guys, and don't need too much more, but you know that I'm gonna mix these two together just a little bit. Just because I want a little bit more warmth in that belly. That might be perfect. That alizarin or a phthalo green and oxide red together over here on the green side might be good, but I'm thinking I want to go just have another warm to add in there because it's a little bit warmer on my screen than it is in here. All right, I'll go through the colors real quick, and we'll get paint. We start off with alizarin blue. We start off blue and phthalo green, just a touch of alizarin added to it, just to calm that purple down. We took it to like an 8 here, so we just add just a little bit of white to it, just to be able to start to see the color starts to pop through. Then we did take it down here to like probably 3s or 4s in adding enough white to it, and that will help us get to this back side of the light coming through. Over here, we just went with blue and alizarin, and this is on the red side, this is on the blue side. Not that much alizarin in this one, but these guys are going to help in this dark area just to give it some extra little things, so it doesn't look like we just use one color. You know, we want the full variety of color, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And then we brought those guys down too, and you can see what happens when they're all about the same value. Over here, we started a little bit warmer. We need some little warmer grays in going into the fish areas for scales and things like that. So this is oxide red light or Terra Rosa or Venetian, which would be here. This is a warm red going in with our blues. And this is on the blue side, this is on the red side. Then adding white to get them all at the same value. So these guys gonna be great. Then on the blue side here, and with the white. Then we did a few green ones. Phthalo green and alizarin mixed in together with white. This purple, I didn't think it was going to go anywhere, but now I'm looking at it. I go, yeah, it's going to be fun in the fish. Now I have this one, but I also have this one. This is a cool purple. This is a warmer purple. That'll be perfect to play with those things. Just have these transitions from one color to the next. It's always fun. This is phthalo green again, and Terra Rosa or oxide red light or Venetian in here. These two, red side, green side coming down with white. Also, then we just needed some warm things for tail fins and things like that. A little bit of light here and there. So we went with transparent oxide red with yellow, cad yellow. Then I just added just a little bit of white into them just to brighten them up to things. But I want to keep these guys because these guys are probably what's going to do all these real rich tail fin colors. Also, I wanted to just check out and see what would happen if I did Terra Rosa and cad yellow together. And you get sort of the same thing. It's just not quite as rich. But these are two opaque colors going together. And then when you add white to them, I added a little bit more white to this one, and then I took a little piece of that, and I took a little bit of this light green over here from here and put them together too, just because I'm looking at underneath these guys. So there's just a touch warmth green, and that could be that color. I'm thinking that I can use that for there. Whew. Yes, that is it. Are you happy? We happy? We're all happy now.
We're all happy. I feel like smoking, and I haven't done that for 20 years. Okay.
Okay. Good to know. There we go. Let's see. Hopefully we can get this thing done. But if we can't, if we cancel out, guys, you guys know exactly what to do here. We'll get the background in. We'll erase out the fish, and then we'll just put in the colors one at a time, and we'll be there in about an hour. So it should not be a big deal. Okay. Let's go. Let's move it. Okay. Got my walking orders. Let's go. Okay, get everything up and running. All right, I'm gonna bring you guys in close. I'll try to get you as close as I can because of the size of this one, but I think you'll be all right. All right. Gonna start off with just a little bit of clean oil too, right? And tone it. What do we tone this thing with? It has to be a kind of purple that's not going to really affect everything. If I put alizarin in here, it will definitely affect a lot of colors. And I'm not sure if I want. I think I'm going to go with Terra Rosa. Yeah, I said it, Terra Rosa.
And why not burnt sienna?
Burnt sienna, I just figured it's going to have just a little too much yellow in it.
Okay.
Just a touch too much yellow in it. I would rather have it on the cool side for the
Got it.
blues.
How about the transparent oxide red?
It's a little like burnt sienna. Just a little bit too, just a touch too warm. This is warm enough. This will be fine. Just trust me. Trust me.
Yeah, but I don't
I'm
have
done.
it.
I'm done. I'm done. No more
So this
talk.
is
This is it. I'm done. That's it. I'm done. I like it. Now I'm just putting in really light. And then I'm just going to rub it right out. I don't want too much in here at all, but I just got to get something in here. That's even a little bit too dark, but that's okay. See, I've already made all the light. Ye of little faith, I tell you, you guys are. I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna mute you guys so you guys can unmute yourselves if you want. Just do this so that I have you guys so close. Everything's right in my ear when you guys pick up and drop stuff. So, okay, definitely gonna get the red out of here before I go to my blue because I would like good clean blue. I'm gonna start off with the first one too, just a really kind of alizarin one because I want to get back in here and get some depth. I can use it there and use it on the bottom, and then use the regular more phthalo green blue into the middle here, going out to here before I switch to white. Yeah, we probably, and then we'll cut out the fish. It's a really fast way to do it. Okay, so the first color, definitely phthalo green, or just blue, alizarin, just a touch of phthalo green. Not the heavy duty phthalo green one. Now I'm just gonna rub it in full strength. Start to get that angle.
So was that
We
the
can
first color that you made?
Yes, the very
First
first color.
black.
It has just a little bit less phthalo green in it. And I'm going to use it on the corners here, just this top corner here coming around, and then the bottom. This is just slightly darker than the next color. Just, you can see, I took it very easy with that, with the oil and the alizarin, or the color here. I put it down the oxide red, so it's not gliding on very good. Yeah, I have to work it a little bit. At least that first color. You know, always trying to watch how much oil as I do use. I don't try not to use too much. Okay. The next color, of course, this is the richer red. That's the more phthalo green in it color. We can go full strength right into that. Try not to just wipe out what I just did, you know. So I'm trying to make sure you can really see a difference here. These strokes here can be all that light right there. We don't have to wipe they don't have to be perfect. As much as you think that they are, they aren't. These are very streaky. There's a lot of stuff going on in there. We don't have to show it all. So I'm just making sure I get my warmth here coming over. And really just, okay. See that line? I can go right above it. Just, it tells me right here I'm going down. So I'm off by a little bit. That's okay. It doesn't make a difference. No one's going to know. I'm not going to tell them, and you're not going to tell them. You're not going to tell Bold Brush, Lynette.
Oh, I feel horrible.
Yeah. No, Lynette, I don't care. I think it's hilarious. I'm happy for you. I'm happy. Hilarious that you even feel it.
You're happy. You're happy for us.
I'm happy for you. And that's how I do it. I'm just gonna kid you constantly now.
Oh, darn
That's
it.
all I get. You're a big girl now. You can handle all the kidding.
Oh.
You're an award winner and things like that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, see?
%. Okay. So what colors are you using now?
Nothing. I'm just using that was phthalo green and blue, and just a little bit more on the phthalo green side. So it really came in in the middle here. The blue on there, blue purple kind of back in here, then comes to the warm green. There's a little bit more blue purple showing in and down in here. Then comes back to the phthalo green side coming in. And yeah, it looks, all these marks in there, they're good. They're other fish. They don't have to be exact on that stuff. That's the fun stuff. Just trying to.
So your coverage is relatively light.
Very light.
Okay, because mine is now not light.
Well, it's okay.
Yeah.
Just work it. Just wipe off your brush and wipe it out. Wipe through it a couple times, and some of that paint will come off. Okay. I don't know if I need to go any more blues and purples in here. Alizarins. I think I'm going to save that colors. Okay. Basically, now I'm just going to go down and use the ones where I have white in them. White into these colors. Gosh, I'm trying to think of how much I have to do here. I don't think I have to go to that mid-tone, that number 8 I mixed, where I just made a little bit of white to it. That does it. I might have to. I think I can go right to the home value of like number what value is this? This is pretty bright. That is probably right around a 3. Let me see. I'm going to do it, and we can always go back. It's not like a, you know, a no. But as soon as you throw in opaque colors like this, you get that effect. So you don't need cold wax. I'm going after everybody today. I have plenty of time. I have plenty of time because this is one of those kind of paintings that, you know, it's all big strokes and things like that. I don't have to, you know, I can talk a lot and paint this one because it's all like big strokes like this for the beginning, and then I just got to carve out. Then we just got to carve out some fish. If you did do a graph or something underneath here and stuff, hopefully it will, you know, you'll be able to find your lines. There's your blue, just a little thing. Okay. This is what I want to do. I want to definitely get this in here like that. Don't want to come over too far. I don't want this color to come over halfway. It has to stay in this side of the thing, 1/3 side. It doesn't go any farther than that. So I might come back here with some of this mid-tone in here of this, and you can just see the difference of just having just a little bit of white in this color. And then just really just soften these one lines down a little bit. Now I'll start to look at removing all my brush strokes, even the ones here, trying to blend them out at one time without doing too much work. Going back to that color, finding these upper light areas up here with that. This is alizarin. No, this is blue, a phthalo green, white. Really little, like a number 8, just a very little added in here. And I'm just going to bring it down just a few times. That'll be it. What I'm thinking about doing though is coming up from the bottom here a little bit and giving it a little darkness at the bottom so it doesn't feel too flat. Always at the back edge. Okay. Maybe on top too. I don't know. No. What if I used, what is this? This is alizarin in blue. Going into this. Just a little bit of alizarin in blue down in here. Oh, it's a little light now. As soon as you get that white added into this painting, you know, you start to get these lines. You get to do all that stuff. It starts to show up. So. All right. There's our background, pretty much. You know, if you want to make it a little richer and things, you want to just tone the corners and bottom just a touch more. Basically, you could do that and draw it up, but also, you know, watch your lines a little bit. So I'm starting to get a little bit of caught up on my brush here. Okay. There is one area over here, kind of like could go a little lighter. For that, I'm just going to put some little bit of more white into this. I'll just add a little bit more than I have. Okay. Just in between that, in between here and here, probably right in here, that kind of value. So it's just a touch more there, maybe a little more green to it. Oh, that's it. And just work this in. Start in the middle of the shape and just work your way out. And just let it, when you get to the end, just really just soft touch and blend.
What color is this now again?
Ah, that's a good one. This is phthalo green, blue on the blue side. That's all it is. Just a little bit of white.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going a little bit greener though. And it might have just a touch of alizarin added to it too now. Just to gray the green out, but I want to just get just a little bit funkier than this blue here. But not by much. That's a little bit of warmth there. And this will start going around at one of our fish, another around the other fish. So it doesn't have to be too perfect. Okay. This feels a little cool. I'll put a little more phthalo green blue into this color right in here. Just feels just a little bit. Sometimes just we have to put it in just one spot and that'll be it. But I added probably just too much alizarin and blue to my in here probably. It's good to see it because I was able to concentrate on that just to give my eyes a chance to adjust. So I can see that, yeah, this could be a little bit warmer. But it's okay to have spots. But we want very subtle spots. So that's why this brush is just, just a nice soft line here coming up. All right. All the hard stuff's done. Congrats. Easy stuff. If you have a paint eraser, you've got this is easy. If it's not, well, I feel sorry for you. Looking at this one, definitely find out about where I want them. I like the placement of them. So I want him at least an inch, about an inch from the top there. He breaks the light here. He can comes over here a little bit. Those come out about here. And he comes to right about here. So. Mouth. Probably got this. Should mark it down a little bit farther. always make this tail longer on this side. That's always good. All you gotta do is go in here and pull out the highlights. You can leave some of that dark in there in the middle. Don't have to worry too much about that. Just get it off. This stuff, at least, we're just, start to push it down to the top, push it down to the middle here, and then underneath. Probably put it a little longer. There you go. Definitely get the blue out of the tail just because you're going to have oranges going in there and get that out. It'd be good to have most of that color out. Any white or blue in there, just gray out that color. Won't be possible to get the color right, but it just takes a while. Okay, get this guy in. I like this guy. Comes in right about the same angle, a little bit higher, just a hair higher. Ends up right here. So that feels like he's just a hair short. Better. Got this guy back in here too. A lot of times when I get to these kind of fish, I'm not going to give them the same amount. I'm going to really concentrate on these two because I can see them, and then these shapes here. That's really all you have to do. Wow, that was a bad shape. And you can pull this white out. You can see when you get the right value in there, it's about right. How good everything is. Okay. This next one. That one's should fit in right in here. Looks a little skinny. what I'm trying not to do is just you ruin the background too much that, it's major fixes and stuff. So you want to. Over here. Okay, so
What is that?
those are about it. Yeah, it's a little wiped out. A little wide on this guy. I think he come through everything off. I think I'll have to. All that good work went to waste. Wide. Definitely need to go darker underneath this guy. What? All right.
Wow.
This one a little bit big up here. Now all I'm trying to do is just keep from breaking up too many of these break areas here. Could go a little darker yet. Now I can start to put the light in. You can start to see. And I could go a little darker even down in here. Little things. Okay. Now we're going to concentrate on these guys. Everything back there, just kind of a little, see if we can just put them in with a couple strokes. We don't have to do too much. All right. Oh. Monitor won't change that dead on me. All right. So I'm just going to go through my colors here, go through them. I do have some, if I can, what I want to do though, is get that white out of my brush. Get that, I want to get it back in dark. It might even be too late. They're not really that dark, anything. Always good though. All right. So I'm going to paint in some tail fins here, some of the dark areas. So alizarin and blue. Straight alizarin blue, basically my third color I made up. I want to get that in here.
Is that on the red side or the blue side?
This would be on the red side. Is that Lisa?
Yep.
Hey, she's here.
Yes.
Good. How you doing?
Okay.
Yeah.
We love you, Lisa.
Thank you, Lynette.
Leave it. Yeah, I'm just being fun. I could have had just a little more alizarin in this color. The kind of just got a little bit too blue. So got so much blue showing up, it's really not getting there. So just a little more alizarin than that. Like for these guys here, even though it's right here on the edge here, to start to shaping this guy. Try and put it in as rich as possible yet. Then I'm going to come down and do the length of him coming right here. Start right down the middle and run it down to his tail fish. Tail fin fish.
Sorry, what was that color?
This is just alizarin and blue. This is on the alizarin side.
And the darkest version of it.
The darkest version, no white. No white. Trying to get this front edge, just redraw it a little bit as I go. So we have so much blue showing through here that, you know, this, even the warmth in this alizarin is kind of, you know, starting to show through here. We are also going to do a little bit of oxide red and blue too. That will really make a big difference, but I think that's pretty good. And, you know, I got that and that face. This guy doesn't get too much, doesn't really get it. You see that? And this guy here too. He could be an eel. Me. So I'm just going to go down, and this is oxide red, warm red, and blue. Definitely on the red side. I'm going to hedge my bet a little bit and put it in these oranger areas first. Let some of the blue, you know, work its way into this color, because I just had a feeling I might be just a touch too red, but didn't feel that bad now. But definitely into this fin here, you can feel a little warmth. You're gonna feel it just in the top of this guy and into the side of his face right here. Coming down, definitely into his nose, all the way back, just a little more red. Remember Mr. Limpet? The ghost. The incredible Mr. Limpet? Limpet? Come on, we all do. Don Knotts turned into a fish. Oh, you guys don't want to show your age. I get it. Okay, sure.
I remember him. He made that noise. Uh-huh.
Yeah. And then the Ghost of Mr. Chicken too. Oh, that was a great movie. I got to relive when our kids got into movies and stuff. Here's a scary movie for you, Ghost Mr. Chicken. Hey, boy, Luther. Sorry, whenever I talk about movies, I always play a part in one of them. So,
Can you say
this
what
is-
color you're doing again?
yeah, this is oxide red and blue going into his face. It
And
has
the
a little
blue's
more red
blue?
in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Oxide red, light, and blue, and it's on the red side. And I'm going to push it even a little bit more now, and especially on these bottom fish, I see a lot of red, warm gray red coming in right in here. Still see a lot of blue here, so I'm just not like shoving it in. I'm kind of just dabbing it in until it gets about the right spot. This guy up here too, that middle line here, he gets it too. Right down here, almost the middle of his splitting him. You can just see how the warmth is. Maybe I'll just go up a little bit higher up here on him, but then most of it's just going to come drop down to right on just above below halfway on him. There's just this little stripe goes through here. It has just a little bit of red, oxide red into it, or Terra Rosa or Venetian, just a little bit of warmth. Red. There you go. That's too much, but I'll work that in. And then the back end of here too. Definitely oxide red side. This is where I tried to take out the white paint that was down in here, any of the white paint, but there's still a little bit there. So it's almost, I have to almost go really put it in full strength to combat that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go to the blue side of it. This I can see on the bottom what fish a lot. This one definitely has more red in it. This guy has more blue in it. So that's almost too much though. But it's good to get it in here to loosen his face up. I have so much dark in his face here. Okay. If you have leftover paint, look for things in the water behind here, because you're going to find your brush probably is right in that nice little area now that you can, get a lot of these kind of little things like a fish, like this tail in here pretty easily with the colors you got on here. Look for the tail fins of other fish. I'm gonna go down and go to the white version, just a little bit of gray version in this one. This is blue paint, oxide red. Just a little bit of white added to it, to about a number 8. I figure I can get this fish right here, back in here, with a couple strokes and get most of the fish back in here. Not doing much. Yeah, you can really see the blue When you put it against the red, you can't see it against anything else, it seems like. But what I was thinking about is this fish here. Right in here going, getting that put in. Okay. There we go. See about this guy too. Sometimes you start off and just keep going, just keep pushing that color, and it's just going to gray out to about the right value. Look at this guy too. Now I have that gray in it. I'm not going to go blue gray again. And get the middle of this guy. And up here into his back here a little bit. He's a little longer there and there. Okay. Yeah. Toughest thing is probably going to be like figuring out where the gills and things like that are on some of these guys, but wash that one off. Just soften that line a little bit less, this a little bit more. At least in the back end here, it just got a little heavy. This guy could go a little heavier though. Oxide red and blue on this guy, right in the middle here. Right in the middle, really get it strong right at the edge here. And into his gill here. Now my brush is kind of like graying out very nicely. So get a lot of this. Now he changes done really quick. Said this guy back in here doesn't get much love at all, so he gets a shadow and maybe a color, but not much. You know, a little room for his mouth. And there we go. We're about halfway done with our colors. It comes down a little bit more. Okay. Let's see what happens here. I'm going to go with this is phthalo green and alizarin. It doesn't really show up, but I'm going to put it in a few places. More phthalo green in this bottom guy a little bit here and there. Find a few spots up here for this guy. Try some right here in this area.
What are you putting in there right now? What color?
Phthalo green and alizarin. That's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it into a couple fins back in here on these guys just to it should work out really well. Oh, it worked out really nice. That's a good one. Let's see what it does to this guy. This guy's gonna be fun. More on the alizarin side, phthalo green side on this guy, putting it into his face here. You have to work it in because of got too much white going in here, so even that up. Just gonna mud up a little bit. All right. All right, I'm gonna go to the next greens. This is a phthalo green and oxide red light. You're probably gonna find that just that warmth. Right on the other side of that line here. Doesn't really show up to, I mean, it's showing up a little dark. Doesn't really show up anymore on these guys. These guys are pretty much dark as they're gonna get. And I'm gonna go lighter from here on. If you can get that, just a little bit of phthalo green into these guys, you'll get this iridescence that will work really neat. That's what I'm trying to do right now. I'm on the phthalo green side now. I'll be going to my colors, real colors. Search showing through. Last of the light dark there. I have to dig out his eye a little bit. Okay. Soft that line one more time. Get more green in this guy. Just a little more green on the top here, going back here to the light. Going fast, aren't we? Okay.
At least you are.
Come on, let's go. Pick it up. I'm turning this thing off as soon as I'm done. We're off. Not quite as rich as, not quite there yet. Now I'm going to go in here and start with my grays. Basically, I'm going to be working with my midtones. And these are the ones with mostly the warmer reds. This is oxide red and blue. It's white. So I start to work on this guy up here in this face here. Hard to see, but it gets in. It's just a nice change. You can start to see a lot of times it's just the thickness of the paint change. Color's not changing huge. It's just really just this, just a little bit of a stroke, just that thickness of paint, kind of making a difference. Thinking about right here, his top fin here. Doesn't really go underneath here too much. So these spots here, not too much there on that guy. Doesn't do too much. I mean, really on the top edge, coming down, maybe getting a little few spots here, but it's still very dark. You can't even tell there. But this guy down here, this is where this color belongs, is on this guy. This is oxide red and blue, which is on the red side. And you're going to see it, you know, it's really dark here. So getting that front part of his face here, just to be here. I'm going to have to probably put a sort of an eyeball in here. But that's this color coming in here. It's like gonna get a couple big spots here. Just get this line around his back here. Until it comes to his tail. So that's what I'm trying to do, is do that in like one nice stroke like that. If I do it really soft, you're gonna get a lot of nice blends of blues and purples and things like that in here. That's what I was shooting for. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go to the next color and go to the next guy down in here. This guy's just the opposite. He's the same things, but he is more in the blue mode. And so I'm going to do the same thing, trying to keep one stroke here and just let it kind of go all the way through and just let it blend and do a lot of the work. Just a little too bright. Not enough color in that. It should be a little more blue. I'm coming back now here with, I have to come back to blue and alizarin right now with white. Coming back to this guy's face. It's trying to lighten it up. Don't see it too much in this guy. You see it up here on this guy a little bit. Just a little bit of purple shining through here and there. A few spots. Okay. You guys moving along this fast? I am working alizarin and blue back into this guy too. I just kind of missed it. Didn't I kind of bypass that color because I said I don't think it's goes anywhere. But then at least I can come back to it. I still have it.
Is that more on the alizarin side or blue?
This one's on the alizarin side. And yeah, I'm just finding it in tails and in these guys over here. Just finding it right in here. All right. Gonna go through my colors anyway. Now I'm gonna go back and see what this is. Now I'm gonna go to I got onto the phthalo green and alizarins. Sometimes I think on top here I might be able to find a few spots. This guy. Yeah, Lisa, it's gonna start helping me design it out a little bit, get this drawing correct. I definitely think it comes into the front edge of his head up here and starts to be the highlight right in here. Start being part of that highlight. Okay. This is the alizarin side. And this is where I was thinking it was going to go, but it might go a little bit more on the green side. Check green. Gotta get that on my brush first. Yeah, about the same. Not a big deal. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna find this alizarin and phthalo green definitely at the bottoms of these fish, probably at the tops too, to start to turn them. This color here I'm just putting in now. It's just sliding over. This is oxide red light with phthalo green. Still pretty hot, pretty dark. I want to sneak up on this fish a little bit. I want to get there. I want to get a few colors in there, so I don't want to just get there right too quick. Gently putting in some color. I'm not trying to wipe out any other. This might be a nice way to color to start thinking about this gill here. Start getting this color in here, into that gill there, and under his eye. Just a touch dark, but sometimes the more you paint, more paint you put on, the lighter color can get. like this guy down here, that's about it. This guy's about done down here. This guy just gets a slight highlight on his head. And then just, I'm gonna rub this warm. This is the phthalo green, oxide red together with just a touch of white. That's all that guy gets. Now I'm gonna also put that oxide red, phthalo green into this guy's fins underneath here. Up here, he don't really get that one for the warmth there. Okay, now on these guys, let's see what it does. I think it's going to start going a lot of places on the back edge of this guy. Going to start being a lot of little light areas. And that's why there's going to be very small touches. Now let's start working from the bottom up to the middle. And it's going to be a lot of the forward colors. It's right here, you know, in his face. It's going to be a lot of those. It's probably going to be right up here at the top. Help turn that fish. And a lot of these lines, yeah, they might be a little sharp yet. But trying not to, I'll soften them up when I get there. And I always tell you guys, soften, soften, soften. So. Put it in that way and then come back and soften it. You're almost there. I'm almost out of colors. Okay, I lied. But let's get going here. I'm gonna bring back his mouth, bottom mouth. This guy too, you can just see it right here around his mouth. Let's see where else it goes. Did I use it here? Oh, no, I didn't yet. I put in that other version of it. And now you can start to see where the light starts to come through. You got a couple of different colors that are really basically really just offshoots of each other. And you start to, don't wipe them out. Don't. This is basically what I have in here was oxide red and blue. Now I'm putting in oxide red and green. So it's just a touch warmer. And so you put it right next to that red blue side, and it just starts to almost gets this little coppery feel to it, to the color. Even though it does not look anything like that. Even though it does not look anything like that on my palette. Okay. Okay, any farther I need to go here? This? All right, now I'm going to go to the green side of that color. This is like a number again, pretty dark, but probably not more of a 7 than a 8 now. So it's kind of a warm green, and I'm gonna has it's oxide red and phthalo green. So I'm bringing that back in here. Going to bring it back into this middle section. Just push that, all those colors I just pushed down here back up a little bit, but just really in a gentle motion, and letting see if we can let them all both live together a little bit. And I still have one more light color yet to put in. So, of course, you do this and just got to do one against the grain too. Can't have it be too much that way. This will help bring it back up a little bit. Mouth. It's that phthalo green and oxide red. This might be, yeah, that's what I was thinking here. This might be almost as bright as I need to go. And these two fish for these underneath things, it's pretty dark. So, well, it's dark. It's probably about a 5. Phthalo green, and it's on the phthalo green side. So, just bring that up. Just barely getting that tip of his mouth. Jeez, start to come to life. Okay, this guy too. He's on a little bit farther on the bottom than he should be, but nothing I can do now. Okay, we've got half an hour to finish. Hurry up. We're gonna work on that thing. That's pretty good. This guy's pretty good already. Just really has got to get to his front face here a little bit more. Find those little spots. Just indications of gill. That really was a good color, because you're going to find it pretty much all the light colors on these fish down in here too. That's as light as we have to go. This is pretty much it for these guys. I mean, I'm going to go Brush is getting a little too not green, a little too dark. So I'm going to go down just a little bit farther, add just a little bit of more white to this green. And around these gills here, it's really, I'm gonna try and leave the darks I have and just hit the highlights on the lines, and see if I can get away with that without getting in here and doing too much more, especially on this guy. This guy doesn't, he's just coming in. He doesn't get a whole lot of love. But yeah, I think I'm gonna just add a little bit more green, white to this color. I'm gonna get, I think I can get, this guy needs to go a little bit lighter yet too. That's not his final color, but it's really close to it. But that's what I'm working on with this guy over here. Underneath here, just soften the line here. Could go one more step. I can go a little bluer in that color. Let's try that. Let's put a little blue. There you go. That's what it was missing. A little bit of reflective blueness into these final little areas. Probably end up being part of his eyeball too, a little bit. Went down it. I could go just a little bit darker. No, I'm good. I just went a little too light, too much right there. Okay. All right. Keep going with this yellow white. This is phthalo oxide red, a little bit in white, way down here, pretty high. That's almost too much. Yeah, it's too bright. Not enough color. This is what I did before, just did on the other guy. I added just a little bit of the watercolor to that green, cooled it off. Yeah, a little bit, just not. Let me try this last one. Gotta get it in here, and then I'm gonna push it back just a hair. Okay. I thought that was gonna be too dark, too white, too light. Doesn't have to go there. I'm gonna go a little bit more. Pay attention. So this color, this highlight color I'm putting in is again phthalo green with white, a lot of white. Just has a little bit of that warm yellow color in here. Don't know how, I mean, getting pretty close without adding a lot of oranges and stuff in here yet. So I think I'll be okay. But that's where I was finding right in here. Also, I'm going to look for a little bit of blue in here too. Just a little bright. So this is just watercolor basically I'm using now into this highlight of going halfway from this big fish. It's just a little bit of the watercolor coming in there from over here. Trying to find some coolness. Look for the cools around these fins and stuff. So that's I'm using phthalo green and blue with white. Probably a little higher, less white. A few of these spots here. Be good too. Anything in here, this guy here probably could use a little bit too. Just soften these lines back a little bit. Not trying to get rid of everything, you know, I'm just trying to use a few of these. Definitely want to kind of over push this spot here. We'll push that back. Okay. All right. Gonna get to just a few little things here. A couple of these fish. Okay. I'm gonna switch brushes. That one's pretty much has so much white in it. I'll never be able to get any of this rich orange back into this color. I think I'm gonna stay with maybe go with a bristle. Ooh, let's see what that does. Big bristle here. I'm gonna go with transparent oxide red and yellow mix on the red side, and shove it right into this area here, and pull it out. Just a little space in between each one. Okay. Just gonna hit the red spots on these guys where the red spots hit the tail. You just get a little bit of light hitting them. That was too much paint on that one. Go back in. Put in a few fins. Taper them down, so I just twisted my brush off, starting it flat, and then just twisting it down, making little triangles. So be these guys' fins. Will work probably better up here. Pretty close to this one. I just gotta clean this whole section up. Okay, now I'm just going to go to a little bit of whiter version, yellower version of that color for this, for that guy. Pop him. And that's your highlight. That is transparent oxide with oxide red with yellow, a lot of yellow. So it's mostly yellow on this one, and then this one, this side, just a touch of blue. I mean, touch of white. And they'll get me. Get us close. We'll finish up the last guy here. I'm not gonna change out too much color here. Too bright. Basically, it's gonna do a little. Got a few lights coming through here on his back edge. Let's see, this is kind of a gray. That's phthalo, no, it should be phthalo green and lit oxide red. This should be. With that, let the light really, shape the fish, right over here. Do all the do that light. Really get it a little brighter. I gotta go a little cooler on the edge there. That's almost alizarin and blue and white. That's it. No, that's not alizarin. It's alizarin and phthalo green. White. This highlights. Eyeball. I'm just going to dab that in with a small brush. And it's just phthalo green and alizarin I'm using. It's fine. Okay. That's about it for now, I think. uh, Okay. Bring you guys in for close up. It's about there. Little things. For eyes and things. Like I said, little things in the water type things will add a lot. Already have a bunch of stuff in there. Left some marks. Well, there we go for a few hours work. Here we come. Big fish up there. Yeah, he needs a little bit more highlights. It's like one of those things you just want to dive in there and do too many of them real quick. The other fish down and back in here. He's working out all right. And then the two underneath. This looks a little bright, but it's not. It's about right color, really. It's just a bright on the video, I think. So there we go. Let's see. Everybody turn your stuff on. Let's see what everybody else is doing. There's definitely some fish drawing problems, but we'll get those. Who we got going? Oh, we have Carol Olson.
Yeah,
Did you paint? You did?
I did. I painted.
There we go. Good girl.
Hang on. Let's see. I don't know. Let me hold it up.
You could be tough to beat that big pig of yours.
All right. Wait a second. Let me show you this way, I guess.
Oh, nice face.
Wow.
Good job on that face. That's some
Thanks.
nice stuff there. Nice and moody. Nice job.
Nice and moody. Okay, and there's these guys over there. I can't see what you saw, but oh,
What we saw was pretty good.
all right.
There you go. Now lift it up a little bit. There you go. Get there, your hand out of the way. There we go.
Yeah.
All right. Yes.
Yeah.
Good job on the lighting on those guys. That's really good.
Thank you.
Good job.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you very much. My first fish.
Your first fish. Congrats.
Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah. Thank you.
They look good. They look good. They look like fish. They got some movement to them. They got some nice strokes back there. I like the way you did the water back there. You know, that kind of stuff just adds so much to these guys. Yeah, you got the one on the corner. You got to fix, darken up some more and get a
Yeah,
little bit more into
uh-huh.
him. But your big
Yeah,
other
yeah.
fish are really good,
Thank you.
really rich. Way to keep the
Good.
richness in those guys.
All right, I'll cook them up.
Good job. Congrats.
Thank you, James. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. I'm going to go to Eva. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What we got, Eva?
Cool.
Ah, nice. Okay. These your first fish too, Eva?
Yep. And it shows.
Just a little, but the background's good. Everything's going, it's in the right direction. Yeah, just a little wide on the fish on the top one.
Yeah.
But that's not bad. I mean, you can fix that. That's easy fixes. Easy fixes. Good. I mean, they're spread apart right. They feel good. I think you can probably go a little bit brighter blues in the little bit towards the front fish, a little bit towards the outside, but not to the top, but more down to the bottom. I think there's some brighter blues to find in that. But good job, really. I mean, he gets a little more orange in that back fin on that one guy, and he'll look a lot different. I think he's just a little thick in the tail end.
Yeah. I didn't put any orange yet.
Yeah, that will help too. That really makes them jump right at the end.
I didn't have a proper.
Oh, look at they're moving. They're moving.
Sweetie.
Yeah, I think a lot of this. This is going to be really good. When I think it's just highlights. When you start putting in the highlights, stronger highlights on the fish, that's when you can really start designing them out and stuff. Otherwise, I think they're really quite good. I think nice designs and stuff. Congrats.
I just block it. And there is something wrong with my email. I mean, this is the second week I didn't get the picture. I know I'm on the list, and I checked my junk mail, it wasn't there, so.
I'm sending them to the evil Eva. That's probably the problem. I'm sending to the.
Yeah. Good that I can always rely on Lynette.
That's good, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, go right there. Shoot me. Go ahead, Lynette. Let's go help Lynette. Lynette will be good. Let's see. We got Kim. Let's see, and Anne Marie's Anne Marie needs to turn on her video. How you doing, Kim?
I'm coming. I'm turning it around. Oh, it's a big one.
Oh, good.
Okay.
That's pretty.
Oh man!
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow!
Wow.
Those fish look great.
Wow.
That top one's fabulous. That fin on the back is excellent. That looks really great. Those guys are moving very nice. Oh boy. All right. You're off the island. Right now, you're off the island. Don't even come back.
Leave it.
That is beautiful. What are you painting on? Just a regular canvas?
Yeah, it's a canvas.
Yeah.
How big
Beautiful.
How big is that?
It's 10 by 20, like you said. Yeah.
No, that's 12. That's 12 by 24.
Okay, maybe it is. It's big. It's the
Yeah.
biggest thing I've ever painted on. Let's put it that way. I'm normally a
That's
kind
beautiful.
of 8 by
That's
10.
really, I mean, that your hero fish is gorgeous. Congrats. And the other ones, I love the way, you're pushing in the reds and pushing in the colors into them, and
What I
it's not
don't have-
washing out.
Hey,
Really good.
I have purples and blues and sort of, I don't know, beiges and reds, but I don't have a proper gray. So,
Ah, looks good though, man.
all right. Good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll let you ruin it though. You can do whatever you want to ruin it. That's fine with me. If you want to go somewhere other direction, please. You want back on this island, you mess it up.
This is going to be a Christmas present from my father who loves fish. When I saw the picture, I thought, right, I'm going to do a good job on this one.
There we go. Class has just turned into Christmas presents. Congrats.
Just a
There she
minute,
is.
Leslie.
Hey,
All right,
Linda.
I turned the light off, but I don't know.
Oh,
Come here.
oh man, you got good fish too.
They are swimming as well. They're jumping around. Hang on. Let me see if
They
this-
are nice. They are really nice. Yeah, just gosh, I hate to say it's really quite good all the way around. I mean, it's real consistent. Your paint strokes are really nice all together. Yeah, I think the top one needs a little more light on the top edge and stuff like that, but they are going in the right direction really quickly. They're like a school of fish. Here we go. Dun, da, da. So, yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. I think the design's good. I think you should be in a good way to finish those guys up. Any questions? Anything you're thinking about?
No, it was fun putting in the oranges though on the tail, right?
After a while, yeah, you're dying to put something bright in there.
Right.
Yeah.
But I've left them fairly.
You gave yourself room yet.
Yeah. Okay. Yep. Thank you. This was fun.
Beauty. Good job. Okay. There we go. We've got Lisa P coming up. Let's see Lisa P.
Ooh.
Oh, I know, Lisa. This is what Lisa was shooting for. Yeah. Look at that.
Wow.
Miss Fish.
Wow. The light
Like
is
fish.
the
Oh,
light is
there.
fabulous.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I like the way you have the light bending around the fish is really good at the top.
Mhm.
You don't have, it kind of changes the angle. It comes down. You can
Yeah.
just feel it. Smart move. That's a really great move. I should have, told everybody else about that too. But very nice the way that moves around. Really creates a, real good space. Okay. Color beautiful so far.
I moved my fish.
You
and I
moved your
think this
fish.
one- That one's gonna be coming at you.
He's gonna come at you. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. Good. Good for
Maybe.
you.
Otherwise, he's just gonna be blue, but yeah.
The other fish are looking good so far. Good job on those guys. I like the color changes. So they feel good. In your streaks, I think your streaks might be just a little too streaky. You might just soften those guys before you put in anything else. Just soften them down just a little bit. Just on the left, in front of the
Yeah, it is
fish.
streaky. Yeah. Okay.
Just a little too strong. Just soften those guys up a little bit. I think you're fine.
Okay.
We got to beat you up here a little bit. Let else can we beat you? No, that's looking good. Really good color. That tail's fabulous too. Wow. I like it a lot. Congrats.
Thanks. Haven't wrecked
Good.
it yet.
Yeah, you haven't wrecked it yet. You
Give me
will do a
time.
good job on wrecking it. We know that.
Okay, I'll be doing scales later.
Okay. Anne Marie, did you paint?
I did not paint. I observed.
Okay.
And I don't have my video on because I am
I
not
don't-
fit to be seen. However, I learned some things and I appreciate watching and I will give it a go.
Okay. I figure you will. I just wanted to, check and make sure before I just zoom past you because I didn't want to forget you.
No, I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
Oh, no problem. let's go to Lori then. Lori, and then we got Marcia, and you got a guy. We still got a dozen people left. So let's see what Lori did. Oh, I think I went through one right up your guy's alley here, didn't I?
Right.
Nice job. What a good idea about trimming out the front and, getting those other fish in there and moving them back. And that's a good idea.
Get an electrician and figure out some lighting here.
Oh, it's fine right now. It's perfect. I can see it. We can see it really well. Hopefully these colors are really good.
I think I worked it too much, and the top one was looking like a shark, and then
Oh yeah. I mean, when you start getting that in your head, yeah, then he becomes a porpoise. Now he's a killer whale, just like that. No, it's a lot of it's just softening their markings, softening those lines down a little bit, and they'll flatten out a little bit and be more to the fish. Good job on the other two. The two bottom one, I like those guys. They have movement and feel like they're really, coming at us or more than going away from us, which is really cool. In the outside, I like the colors and stuff going on in the other fish on the corner coming into frame. He's really cool. Yeah, just work on your hero fish a little bit more shape wise and stuff. I think a lot of it you can fix with fins when the fin goes in right on his back. You can probably get a little thinner.
yeah, I had it better, and then I reworked it, and I messed it up.
Just a little bit, but not bad. It can easily be fixed.
Okay.
You're on the way. You are on your way. Some good stuff going on though.
Thank you.
You guys are tough to beat up. There's not much to beat up on you guys so far. Let's see Marcia first then. Let's beat up on Marcia.
You can beat us up.
Okay, Marcia.
I didn't have a rectangular, a long one, so I just put the sky on top of the water.
Okay. Yeah. Hey, that's an interesting thought. Interesting thought.
I don't know how to do it yet, but I'll get it figured out.
Yeah. Basically just a couple little, a soft line of clean yellowish green white water right on the edge, and then a dark line, and that's it. They're pretty simple. There's a couple just lines, really. It's real graphic. Okay. Nice job on that fish. Way to get the warmth in that fish. You started really, that's what we were working towards, is getting the warmth into the fish, and you definitely got them in there. Great tail, some good light, really good contrast going on there.
These are my first and my last fish.
Well, congrats. When you sell these things so quickly, you're going to go, oh yeah, I'm going to be painting fish lake forever.
Anyway, I got a lot to figure out, but I didn't have a long canvas, so that's why we have sky, but I'm going to figure that out.
You can always trim it if you had to, if you didn't like it.
Yeah.
That's always the option.
I'm going to see if I can make this work.
All right, you make it work. Good job, though. Really nice job.
Okay, thank you.
All right, Teresa.
Well, I'm only about half done. You still want to see it? I'm not fast.
All right, yeah. Just turn on your.
All right.
When you turn it on, there you go. Oh yeah, nice and blurry. There we go.
Yeah.
You still got the. Yep.
Let me change some stuff.
Go ahead and change it. I'll go to Kathleen. She's been waiting. Then we'll come right back to you. Okay.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi, Kathleen.
I'm tired. I painted my horses today.
Worked on your horses?
Oh,
you poor girls. I worked on my horses.
It's a little bright. I don't know. Color look better. Doesn't look very good on here.
Now, is it the contrast you're talking about? The contrast in these guys?
Yeah, there's quite a bit, isn't there?
That's okay. That's okay. That's an easy fix. You got all the colors right there. It's just a couple little, sometimes it's just touching the color 2 or 3 more times in the same spot, and it'll dye it down, push it right down.
Yeah, I'll blend it more. It definitely needs it.
But you got some nice bass. You're doing like bass, aren't you? Is this a Christmas present?
You know what I
too?
like? Yeah. Well, I like to get walleye, but bass are okay.
Oh, you can do walleye. Make it a walleye. You know the markings.
Yeah, I can turn them into that, I guess.
This is pretty. It's really good.
Yeah, I don't know.
I like the way you were getting the colors in there. Okay.
Yeah, it's got a ways to go.
Yeah, a little bit, but not too bad. Really, I think it's on its way.
Okay,
I like it.
Thanks. You're always so positive. Thank you.
Well, that's you guys. These are pretty nice. I like them all. That's the thing. I don't think it's anything bad. Okay, Sharon, going to Teresa first. Sharon, you're coming up. Hopefully your video's working, Sharon. Here we go. Oh, look at that spotlight on it already.
Oh, shoot. How do I?
There we go.
Can't see it. Hey, let's try this. Let's put it over here. I don't know. My lighting's terrible.
You're not painting that light though, are you?
Well, it doesn't look the same. But can you see those fish?
I can see them. They're starting to glow.
My camera's terrible.
What are you using? Your iPad or your phone?
Laptop.
Laptop. Oh yeah, laptop. Always tough to do with those guys.
I think you're just gonna have to wait for Facebook. And I started one here, but it doesn't work, does it? Oh, wait a minute. Further out works better. I don't know. You can get the gist. But I'm only about halfway there. I don't paint as fast as you do.
What the hell? Why not?
It's like my 5th painting.
It's coming along. That's pretty quick though. That's not bad at all, really. You got to block in. You got an hour and a half and you got to block in. That's pretty nice. Photograph it and put it on Facebook and we'll talk about it.
Okay. Thanks.
But I think there's some good stuff going on in already. At least the blues, the way the blues and the warms and stuff are working together so far, looks good. And the back tail, just getting some of those warmths in there against the blues, look pretty cool. So
I'll post it.
Okay, you post it. We'll talk.
Okay.
Thank you. But it still looks good. Sharon. Speaking of looking good, right? Here comes Sharon. There she is.
Once again, I'm gonna have to post on the page. I just have not conquered Zoom yet. So I look great.
Sharon, that's fine. Did you paint though? You did paint?
I did. And I'm happy with it so far.
Good. Your other paintings you did, the church was really excellent. I love the way the colors in that. And your big pig last week was pretty nice.
Until I went back.
Oh, did you go back into it again?
I posted today and said the little pig didn't go to market. He stayed at home and got overcooked.
We'll take another look.
Okay.
No big deal. It's oils. We can always fix them.
Okay.
All right, girl.
Good night, everyone.
Night.
Good night.
Okay, who got anybody left? Who'd I miss? Mike. Mike's asleep. Mike, are you sleeping? 3,
Thank
2.
you. Good night.
No, I'm here, Jim.
Oh,
okay. You are here, Mike? Did you paint?
Yeah, kind of.
Come on, Mike. Come on. This is a Christmas gift you're working on. It better be good.
Let me see here. I got.
There you are. Okay. Oh, that's really nice.
That's all right. I got started.
Your colors are really great. You nailed your colors. Did you put them in and then erase it out and stuff? Did you do that?
Yeah, I did that. That's where yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's it. It's a little tough doing it like that because you got to rely. You only get one shot.
Yeah, but I got to do with the fish, but it's not a bad start.
It's a really great start. I think you put it for this one. I'd probably say think about those back fish in the back there a little bit too. And you'll be in good shape. Some of those shapes in the back and things, subtle marks back there would fill that would help pull these three fish together. So that's what I was saying. Fill them in with some of those other little fish markings back in there. Otherwise, man, I like the water. I like the things. I like the fish coming in are good. Color's really great though, Mike.
Yeah, thanks.
You really nailed that orange. I mean, that tail looks really good.
Yeah, thanks.
No problem, bud. Okay. Who'd I miss? Okay. I think I got everybody. Kim? Yeah, I got Kim. Okay. Well, guys, thanks a lot. That was fun. Yeah, I got a lot to do on mine yet too. Let's see. Next week, boy, what do we want to paint? Want to paint another pig? Okay, no one's answering, so I get to pick it out. No,
No pigs.
Cows. Sheep.
Cows.
Sheep.
Sheep.
Yeah. Sheep would be
Let's
fun.
bring flowers, Jim.
Flowers?
Flowers.
There we go. We got Mike coming in strongly with flowers. He's that kind of guy. He's got to paint. He loves flowers. So we're gonna do some wildflowers. No, we'll figure something out. Maybe cows and flowers. Something that's just thinking about it. No, we'll figure out. Good flowers and cows and landscape. Oh, and dogs. Okay.
Thanks.
Anyway, thanks for joining in, guys. Finish these up, put them up on Facebook, and we will definitely give you some pointers and see what we can do to finish them all up nicely. I think you guys did really great tonight. Congrats.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jane.
All right. We will see you tomorrow or next week. Bye.
Good night.
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 Good night.